Hi, my name is Dr. Miller-Monfils, and I am going to be your biochemistry professor for this semester. I'm super excited to meet you guys today and this week, if you don't have class with me today. I'm teaching 2 sections of biochem this semester. And so I'm teaching one on Tuesday and one on Thursday. So I just wanted to give a quick little shout out to say, hey, I'm me. And yeah, today I'm going to try to do one of these every week just to kind of get you prepared for the upcoming week. So today what we're going to do is I'm going to print off a copy of the syllabus and we are going to go through it so that you guys are all on the same page with each other on due dates and what's due when, etc. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about math equations because I've taught this class for quite a while. And I know that that's something that a lot of times, especially if this is one of your first classes back and it is very math intense, that, I can just be like, oh yeah, A equals B plus C is the same thing as A minus C equals B. And whoosh, so I have learned that I need to slow down and just do some nice refreshing so that we're all on the same page moving forward. So we're going to do a little bit about math equations, and then we're going to be talking about significant figures and, just other things like that, conversions. So every week that we do meet, we are going to be going through problems. So my expectations for you guys is to come to class prepared by watching the recorded lectures that I have already posted in the announcements, and the lectures are there for the entire semester, so you can go back and rewatch them if you get lost on them, etc. So I would like you to come to class having those already watched so that we can just jump right into doing problems. I know today is the first class, so we'll probably do just a little bit more lecturing than normal, but from now on, we're just going to jump right into the questions, and they are going to need to be, I need to have participation from the whole class. So this is a small class, so there's only about 8 to 10 people in each class. And I hate to call on people, but since it is a smaller class, we're going to get to know each other pretty well. And, you have to come prepared, and the more you participate, the more you're going to get out of it. The first half of the semester is very math intensive, and I'm not going to lie, it's brutally hard. I try as much as I can to simplify facts, but it is just a lot of, laws and calculations, etc. I do give you tip sheets, and you can use those during the midterms and your quizzes and stuff. It is open, no open book. I say that with caution, though. That does not mean you don't have to study. You do still have to study, and I've done some like experiments in class before where I said, because I used to not always do open, no open book, and I said, okay, if I let you do open, no open book, I will guarantee you that the average of the class score for this test will go down, because people think, oh, I don't have to study anymore, so I'm just going to, turn to that page in the book. You still have to know how to work through those problems and stuff. Even though I'm not making you memorize the formulas, you still have to know which formula to use when, and how to work through them and rearrange the formulas, etc. So please do still study and do, the pre-work. I've also put some worked problems examples out, and I will do that each week so that you guys can work through the problems and see like where to put the different numbers and stuff. And then as we work through problems as a class, I will circle, this is where I got this number and this is where we're plunking it in, just so that it will help to make sense. I love colors, so color-coded pens. That might be something that would be helpful for you too. You don't have to do that, I'm not requiring that, but because if I say that I'm pulling this number and then we have to convert it to this and then plunk it in here, sometimes that gets a little bit confusing. So, if you have different colored pens, you can say, okay, well, she's writing this in green, it transferred in green, and then it's plunking in green. You can just kind of do a follow that way. I'm a very visual person. And guys, a little bit about me, I'll tell you this again tonight. I was not an A student. School did not come easy to me. I love learning, but because I was not always a straight A easy student, like how about never, not always, just never, I always had to work harder, right? And so a lot of times, I'm a little bit of a dork and goofy, and that's just my personality, because life's too short not to have fun. But if I come up with really silly stories and ways to remember things, I'm telling you those because that's how I had to learn to remember for me. And if I can help one other person, then hey, I did my job. That being said, I will meet you halfway. Okay, I am going to crack down on due dates this semester more than I have in the past, because every single year it ends up biting me in the behind. And so you do have due dates, and those are very clear on the syllabus that we're going to go over, and we can talk a little bit more about that in class this week. But anyway, welcome to biochem, and I look forward to seeing you this week. And like I said, the first half is a lot of math and more theory, where the second half is more the physiology and applications, so like carbohydrates, proteins, DNA, transcription, translation, translocation, things like that. So for me personally, not to put my opinion on you, but I think that the first semester is harder because it's a lot of math. So that's why we're going to spend a little bit of time doing some ground planning tonight, so that we can get some scaffolding planted. Okay. All right. So we will see you this week, and welcome to biochem. Bye.